right, y'all. Good day, good Sunday evening, early evening, I should say. I just recently took out, yes, this is my baby, the Buell 1203cc Thunderbolt Lightning. Let me tell you something, this is one wicked bike. Don't let it fool you by its compact size. It is a 1203cc. That's more than 1,000 right there. You see it? See it? See it? I love it. That's my favorite bike in terms of, you know, how I overall feel on it. They don't sell them anymore. But I just went out with that. We got new mirrors put on it. I got new grips put on it. I got a new pipe put on it that cost me a lot of money. They are belt driven, just so you know. Look at those blue wheels. Translucent engine. Then of course we have my husband's Harley right here that's been sitting, and I've got to do something. I got to take it out for a ride, maybe tomorrow. But here you go, baby. This is my newest edition. Not so new. I had it since last year. I have tires for this over here. Oops, sorry. These are Pirelli Corso Rosso 2 tires, Diablo, because I am not a fan of the Battle Axe. I've had some sliding problems with them, but these are HP forged wheels, okay, with an HP Akrapovic pipe, or a Krapovich, or however you want to say it. Comes with the bike. It's a premium package 2017. So what have I added to this beautiful beast of a bike? This is an S1000R BMW, folks. So I added some protection here. You can see that's RNG sliders. I added some protection over here. The stator cover and engine cover. That's going to be the clutch. I should put a clutch cover on that. Right over here, engine cover, which I think they call the stator cover. I could be wrong. Another RNG slider. I have CRG shorties on this, although, as you can see here, I have an up and down Auto Shift Pro is what it is, because it also has the auto blipper down. It is a 1 down 5 up motorcycle. It is super, super fast. It's got the winky little eye. Added, of course, this tank pad, which I have to flatten out again because when it gets really hot, you know, got problems. I added the Rizoma brake reservoir. What do you think of that? Now, I do have grips that were on my Ducati that are red and black. However, these are heated grips. You have heated grips, you have cruise control. There's so much on this bike, man. It's just Olin suspension, Brembo brakes. You have 4 different modes. I have rain mode, road mode, dynamic mode, and dynamic pro. I go back and forth between dynamic pro, and road mode, depending on the weather conditions. This thing is a beast. So you're gonna hear it. Right now you hear my neighbor. I got my Sedici, I guess it's called Iridium, back on my helmet. The shield, very, very easy, man. This is the Sedici Strada Parlare. Comes with the Senna Pro unit. So if you're interested, man, this thing is incredible. It is incredible. Hang on a second here. I can flip it around to show you the inside. Look at that, man. You got a nice chin curtain. You got a microphone in there. You got built-in speakers. I added the BMW decals. Yeah, it's just a sexy helmet, man, all the way around. My Arai that is blue and white and black over here is also very sexy, but it's also very old. This has a blue shield. This is for my Buell baby. However, oh, another thing I added, decal tape for my HP forged wheels, and there's going to be decal tape inside there. I have it, I just haven't had it put on, so that's going to make it really brighten up even more. Maybe down the road, put some carbon fiber in here if I can, up here, here, and here. That's down the road though, man. So anyway, let's get this bike on the road. You can see I have a phone holder. I highly recommend that to you guys, especially if you don't know where you're going. Your GPS can be that. I just put this little GoPro on. We'll see how it works. Yeah, let's get out there before it gets dark, right? Blue skies, baby. Let's go for a ride. What do you say? What do you say, Lincoln? What do you say, S1K? All right, be right back. Give you a better view. Here we go, Brembo brakes. Here's my front. Get a little to the side. And of course, the lights are the bomb diggity, man. I love when the turn signals are on. Should we get a little listen to the pipe? Let's get on this baby. Okay guys, here we go. If you see that orange light, don't worry, that just means that I am due for service. Woohoo! Alright BMW, let's take a quick ride. That usually never happens at that corner. Alright. So, I'm letting a little air in here. Now, this is a center camera, okay? So you're not really gonna see me lean that much, because usually when it's on your helmet, you know, you'll see the person in their mirror leaning, but take a listen. Woo! There's some gravel up here. I know these roads have a lot of gravel on them, man, so, you know, normally you should go inside out. However, if you see me not doing that, it's because I'm avoiding animals or oil or gravel. We do have a lot of deer, so, yeah. Sorry about the wind, folks, but try to tuck my head down a little bit. But unfortunately, when I do that, what happens is my camera angle goes down and then you can't see squat. So I'm gonna try and lift you up a little bit. I'll try to sit up a little bit, but I typically lean. Oh, that dog does not like motorcycles. This is nothing but gravel here, folks. All right, so what can we talk about? We got lots to talk about. My last video cut off. There's a lot of dogs walking. I don't want to rev my engine around these puppies. Hold on. I do have Invisaligns on, so they're sticking to my lip because the air is coming in. So I got I got all kinds of fun going on here. However, so if you are interested in this motorcycle, in the S1000K, this is the baby brother or baby sister, however you want to put it, to the double R, the S1000 R. They're both 1000s. It's just that in terms of torque and the torque specs and how, hold on, I love this little section here. Hold on. All right. Yeah, so what I was going to say was horsepower. In terms of horsepower, this has, I want to say, like 187 horsepower. Whereas, you know, the double R has like 220. The torque is like 84 foot-pounds of torque, I believe. However, I don't know the torque for, hold on here. Woo! I don't know the torque for the double R. All I can tell you is that, I don't know if this is the right word or not, but the displacement, where it actually comes into play on both bikes, is very, very different. Street fighters are for the street. The double R is really a track racing bike that somebody like, you know, lots of people are, of course, are using them on the street, but whew. I did ride the double RM version of 2020, and I think I had a little bit of I think I had something wrong with that bike because the guy before me dropped it. I think I said that in my last video. But I am a female and I'm about 5'7", and I kind of tiptoe on this. So I don't wear my Alpine Stars boots, actually, my racing boots. I wear my Harley boots because they have a heel. And I feel more grounded that way, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So, let's talk about some motorcycle channels here for a second. Moto Jitsu, love it, man. If you're a first-time rider, if you're an advanced rider, or you think you're an advanced rider, because I've been riding for 25 years, and to me, I'm still learning from almost the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I study these guys for a reason. One of the things they used to tell you is to, you know, when you're coming into the turn hot, you know, slow down a little bit, but then when you are at the apex, you know, just roll it on. But now they're really telling you to really downshift and slow down way ahead of time. Set yourself up way ahead of time. It's not about how fast you go through the turn, it's whether or not you make it to the other side. You feel me? So, you know, you don't know, if you don't know the roads, like right now, I really don't know these roads. I haven't been riding. I've been working during the quarantine from home. Woo! These are back roads. I'm gonna try not to get pulled over. Yeah, I waved to them and they were rude. Anyway, so, nice curve. So Moto Jitsu teaches you a lot about that. Then you have the polar opposite, okay? He is all about safety, and he is really good. He's all about form. He spends a lot of time in the parking lots, which is something I need to do. Because slow turns, any real good motorcyclist will tell you that slow turns are the most dangerous turns on a bike because you're on two wheels. And centrifugal force, the bike wants to stay up with centrifugal force. It's kind of hard to do that when you're going like 10 miles an hour. The times that I have dropped bikes has been when I've almost been completely standing still or 15 miles an hour or less in a lot of stones, like a stone road. Okay? Not to say that you can't drop it at higher speeds. I'm just saying, like Moto Jitsu says, know your limits. Practice. And make sure you're comfortable on your bike before, you know, you start doing all this crazy stuff. Now, I have an S1000. I have a 1000cc. I also have a 1203. That's 1203 cc's, baby. Would I recommend that for a beginner rider? No way. Absolutely not. Why? Because these bikes can easily get you killed fast because you get on that throttle and you're like, oh my goodness. Like right now, I'm in road mode, so I have all the protections on, but I'm still blowing it out the gate in these back roads. You know what I mean? Like, this bike is incredible. However, listen to that. Oh, it pops too. It's so cool. Listen to that. Did you hear that gurgle, baby? Yeah, that's what's up. BMW, baby. I get that from MaxWrist, man. From Maxi. There's Maxi and Wristy. Everybody always thought that they were one person. They're not one person. They're two people. And there's been a lot of drama surrounding, you know, why that happened and Wristy going to jail and what he went to jail for. And you know, like I have been, God bless that animal. I'm a Christian, okay? And, you know, I haven't really been recognized. You know, I'm a tiny little channel, man. I'm just someone who every now and then will post something. It could be once or twice a year. Out of the hundreds of videos I do, I don't have time to edit them. So, you know, this is not what I do full time as compared to, Maxie and Wristy, okay? So, I'm trying to think of where I want to go here. I'll go this way. So as far as they're concerned, I don't know them, okay? So I don't have a horse in this race at all, whatsoever. But when all the drama came out about them, what's up, brother? When all the drama came out about them, and you know they finally did their face reveals this year, they definitely looked different than what I anticipated. And that's not a bad thing. It's just different. Isn't it funny how someone's voice? Woo! Yeah, baby. All right, we're on the highway. Woo-hoo-hoo! There are police around here a lot, so I better slow my roll. Anyway, as far as MaxWrist goes, like, it's really funny because I made a comment on Wristy's page and gave him $10, you know, and he was on a live feed or something, and you know, he's like, who said that? Because someone else was holding the phone. And Ghosty said, laser focused riding? He goes, oh yeah, that's a chick. And he just kind of walked away and then came back and went, oh, thanks by the way for the support. So it's not like the dude's been super nice to me or anything for me to even defend him, okay? But I am an investigator for a living. I am not a criminal investigator. I want to get that straight. Could some of the things that I investigate turn into crimes? Yes, they can. I'm not going to get into all that. But anyway, so everybody was researching this drama of what exactly happened. Did Wristy raid someone? And then in the meantime, when he was in jail, Maxie actually pretended to be Wristy in order to keep the channel going because they were partners. You know, God bless Wristy. I wish he would stop making the Lord's name in vain, but you know, I can't stop him from doing that. But I think he's overall, I think Maxie's a really good dude. And I have stood up for Wristy, okay? Now, this got me in a little bit of hot water. You might say, well, what the heck, okay? Channels can be a-holes, big time. I mean, like, why would you even be mad at me if I stuck up for somebody, yo? Why would that piss you off? This girl, allegedly, I have no idea what the actual deets are on this. Ugh, I can't even believe I just said deets. Details are on this. But as an investigator, I've studied Wristy's behavior, his interactions with other people. I work with sex offenders, okay? And that's a huge part of my job, is being able to recognize triggers and flags for sex offenders. So I'm like, man, this dude just doesn't seem like the type. Only based upon what I saw. I mean, I have no idea, okay? So I stuck up for him. And right away, these two assholes just jumped down my throat and said, you know, oh, you're an investigator? Laugh my ass off. Yeah, so am I. You must be one shitty investigator. You think you can know somebody by what they say. I never said I could know for sure if he was innocent or guilty based on what he was saying. I was talking about his behavior, certain things, certain ways he responds to certain situations, okay? Missing person sighting. That's not good. So, what I meant by that was that even in certain situations that would really piss me off, dude is completely chill. He doesn't get angered easily. Is he reckless on his bike? Yes. Is he really, really good? Yes, he is. I can't help but to watch. You know, I don't like that so many accidents happen on his rides, but these people know, okay? They're MaxWrist fans. They know they are risking their lives when they're trying to go out of their comfort zone to impress him. So you can't really blame all that on MaxWrist, because Maxie and Wristy will both tell people before rides, listen, don't ride above your skill level. You don't want anyone getting hurt. You need to go slower, you go slower. So again, people were blaming him for that. And what I say to that is, man, come on, man. Okay, really? Anyhow, am I a fan of MaxWrist? Yes, I am. And I'm not going to apologize for that. People would say, well, you know, you say you're a Christian and all this other stuff, but what he did, no. You don't know what he did. All you know is that he was in the military and he took a plea bargain because the military is not the place. And he was in Italy, I believe, when he was arrested. I'm not 100% sure. He was basically, allegedly, he was seeing some girl, some lady in Florida, who had previously accused her exes of the very same thing. And it wasn't even rape. It was like assault and assaulting her kids or something like that. Okay. Now, I don't know how he is with kids. I can't speak to that. I do know that whenever I hear that someone has had a history of allegations of multiple people, my red flags and my ears both go up. And he broke up with her. So that was the other thing. He just broke it off with her when he went to Italy. He probably was a dick, you know? I don't know. I have no idea. I can be a bitch in a relationship. Doesn't mean that he's a rapist. Okay? It's just, I don't know. But I got tackled, man. It was like right away. I got beat up for defending this guy. My tiny little channel, you know, just little old me got beat up. Well, I don't take kindly to people beating me up. I am a Christian. Jesus comes first in my life. I try to do what Jesus would do. Honestly and truly, I do. But, you know, I slip up. I swear. You know, I do things I shouldn't do. But defending MaxWrist isn't one of them. First off, don't judge lest ye be judged. I mean, we're not supposed to judge. Ye without sin cast the first stone. So that's number one. I don't know the dude. I've heard that the court documents really explain it well. He ended up getting out. He could have got 5 to 10 years. Yeah, and that's why he took the plea. They knocked it down to just 1 to 2 years. He was out in 1.5 years on good behavior. Okay? That should tell you also something about his temperament. If he truly didn't do this, and he still had good behavior in prison, come on, man. And a military prison? Come on, man. Anyway, Maxie. Let's talk about Maxie. That dude is so funny. I mean, and he's such a hard worker. He doesn't have a full-time job, like as far as like an office job, but he decided to take a leap of faith and chance in this channel and make it his full-time job. Okay, so you know he risked life and limb really to pretend to be MaxWrist, because he was a brand new biker, really. I mean, other than dirt bikes and like maybe one other bike, he couldn't ride like Wristy. Virtually nobody can. You won't see a video of anybody beating him, by the way. And, you know, I'm going to take it easy through here because there's lots of deer and the sun is in my face. Whoa, in this car. Anyway, I know I'm going on and it's like, my suggestion is, go to their channel yourself, man. Be your own judge. And that should be for anything on Facebook, on YouTube. Man, don't be making judgments on people that you don't even know. And I'm sure I'll get some negative comments if I even get anyone watching this. I mean, I don't care. This isn't my full-time gig. I'm not a YouTuber, although I try to be. I just don't have the time. You know, I got 4 investigations going on right now. And even with the pandemic, you know, it's just, I am super busy. This is beautiful up here. I wish you could see it, man. Woo! God's country, baby. Kate and Nate, you remember them? Kate and Nate, they lived about a mile from here. I think she still does. With the kids. But yeah, this is some beautiful area here. So, those are my thoughts about that. I just think that, you know, a lot of people are judging a situation that they don't know. And all I was saying was, you know, from what I can tell, his temperament is far different from anyone I've investigated. In terms of, you know, and anything I've studied in terms of sexual predators, anything like that. So, I am not going to back down from defending what I originally said. And if that guy doesn't like it, well, I don't really care. And for all I know, Risty doesn't even like me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't know me. I don't know him. I live in the East Coast. He lives on the West Coast. He calls me that chick. You know, I was a little offended at first, and then I was like, yeah, it's all cool. That's just how he's putting it together. Wow, I hate these kind of things, man. They make you feel like you're riding on ice, yo. Oh, this has been a beautiful ride, let me tell you. So, that's enough about MaxWrist. If you want the full story, you can go to Maxie's page and Risty's page, and you can get the story and believe what you want to believe. I happen to like Maxie and Jane, Planet of Jane. Go to her site. I think Dana is super cool. That is Risty's woman. She's just super cool, man. I said if they ever come to PA, they can ride. I'd love it. Well, I'd never keep up with Risty, but I'd ride with her. And for my friend Rachel, that is the turn for the place we were talking about, which I would go back there, but I think it's stone. Anyhow, speaking of offenders, to the right of me, you'll have the Berks County Prison. I do live in Pennsylvania. This Blue Marsh is absolutely beautiful, which is where this guy is going. I was going to take you to Blue Marsh. There's an overlook that I just absolutely love. We in Pennsylvania do not have lane splitting, which I'm really thankful for. You know, I know MaxWrist and a lot of other people that are living in California, like, they freaking love that. I hate it. I would hate it if I was a driver there, and I would hate it as a biker because, you know, unless it's actually standstill traffic, I just think it's so completely unsafe and unnecessary. The only reason it was made legal, to be honest, is because bikes like this overheat if they're air-cooled. You have liquid-cooled and air-cooled. And if they're air-cooled, they're going to overheat sitting in like 90 and 100-degree temperatures. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Got to slow my roll here. I don't even know if you can understand anything I'm saying. I do apologize if you can't. My bad. My fault. You know, I just... I wanted to get a ride out here with the BMW. Tell you guys I love you. Tell you a little about MaxWrist. I will note their name. It's not clickbait because nobody gives a shit about my channel except for me. I do. Because this is just not what I'm not a full-time YouTuber, okay? I'm just doing this to say, you know, just in this world in general lately, man, like, how can I say this? Just in general, with the way the world has been, okay, there's too much judgment, there's too much hatred, there's too much thinking you know all the facts when you don't know all the facts. People think they know George Floyd, they don't know George Floyd. Was that cop a bad cop? Of course he was. Has anyone disagreed with that? If they are, they're a freaking idiot. But those two knew each other. There was a grudge there. It had more to do with than race. there was a grudge. And, you know, I can't turn on right here. So, oh, I gotta pull my jacket down. So none of us knows, man. None of us knows, baby. All we can do is love one another, okay? Jesus didn't hang out with doctors. He hung out with the sick. He hung out with taxpayers. And people ridiculed him for that. And what did he say? Or what do we say today? What do we say today? Doctors aren't the one who need healing. They're not the ones who are sick. It's the sick that need healing. You know, it's the people who are shunned that need healing and love. It's easy to pray for your loved ones, man. It's really hard to pray for someone you don't like. But that's what Jesus wants us to do, man. That is like the ultimate prayer, yo. I'm gonna be heading off of here in a second, even though I'm really enjoying this ride. Yeah, man, this ride is kicking arse. But I have somewhere to go. And shout out to MaxWrist. I still love you, dudes. I hope you don't take offense to me even talking about you. I'm not a crazy person. I am actually a pretty mellow person, and you know, there's a lot of crazies out there that just attack in everything. Okay, attack all police officers because of some bad police officers. There are bad police officers. There are good police officers. There are bad white people. There are good white people. There are bad black people. There are good black people. There are good Christians. There are good Muslims. Just because you're good doesn't mean you're going to get to heaven, by the way, from the Christian standpoint. You know, I'm a warrior for Jesus, and I need to be more of a warrior for Jesus. But it's not about doing good deeds. That's just what's expected if you're following the light of Jesus, right? It's about loving him and inviting him into your world. And when you do, a lot of that judgment stuff goes away. I love you guys. Happy Sunday to you. Jesus loves you. I love you. Get yourself in the Word of the Bible and get yourself on a bike, but not at the same time, okay? This is Laser Focused. Please click you like and subscribe to my channel if you so like. There we go. Yeah, so anyway, thank you for listening, guys. Please like and subscribe if you like my channel. Seriously. If I can ride, you know, and you're a female that wants to ride really badly, you can do it, but you got to start slow, man. Start on a 250 or 500 or 400. I started out on the wrong type of bike. I started out on a track bike, and that was a mistake. You know, big mistake. I very quickly got rid of it. Because I was afraid of it. You can't be afraid of your bike, man. Bad thing. Alright? I love you guys. Be safe out there. Know your limits. And be laser focused when you ride. Peace!